So then I realized, oh, she experienced. Then I come back. I've learned.
You've learned. That's the thing that I am living my life.
Yeah.
In this house.
Mm.
You are living your life here.
Yeah.
And we are living our lives together, and we are married to each other, committed to each other. There is how you're living your life and how I am living mine, and we're living life together. And how you live yours affects me.
Yes.
How I live my life affects you.
Yeah.
So, and that's where the talking comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it comes in.
Yeah.
So because I think I absorb information through seeing, through saying, I'll pick something you've said and I'm like, we need to talk about that.
That's an agenda.
That's an agenda.
Yeah. That I mean, I'm cool and my day is just going on and I said something that I don't remember what I said.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Good, mambo.
Fine.
Uko aje?
Uko poa?
Kafiri?
Kafiri.
Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary, baby.
We're still doing it.
Yes.
We're still here.
Yeah, still here. It's been a good time. It's been good. And it's baking this cake. Or is it the cake or the gift or the gift wrap? Yeah.
It's been 2 years now.
Yes. 2 years. It's been good. How's it been for you?
Well, it's been good. Yeah. I've enjoyed getting married to you.
Yes.
I've enjoyed having you in my life. My life is not boring.
Thank you.
You're cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're cool.
Yeah.
You're easy to live with.
Yeah.
You're easy to live with. You're easy to have a relationship with. Yeah.
Didn't know.
So now, when we started, I remember when we started our podcast, when we started this podcast, we started by talking about how we met, how our dating period was, lessons we had learned, the challenges, and all that. So I want us to go back kidogo too and talk about a bit of the challenges we had during our dating. You were sharing on the podcast, I think the very first podcast, you were sharing how there was biasness on your end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was part of the reason why you were thinking about, because you were seeing me and you were also having coffee with somebody else.
Yes. Yes, it was a rather time of open, still open. What do you call it?
You were open.
I was dating.
You were
dating. I was dating, and I was not particular on who is who. Yeah. Yeah. So, of course, my business, most of it was about if anyone comes with a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my greatest business. I think I even shared with my pastor, and she was, no, she understands, and she really needs to give some teachings about that, because yes, it's a real thing. Yeah. Then she was like, oh no, I know who to get you to hook you up.
So she was trying to hook you up with other ladies.
Yeah, who are what now I considered my ideal.
Yeah.
Yes, and so
here we are. 2 years later.
2 years later.
Yeah. So how has that worked out for you?
I cannot regret. At all. I've had, like how you're dressed up and you have to adorn yourself with maybe accessories, the ring, the watch, the tie, belt. These are extras. Yeah, the clothes are intact, but you're adorning yourself. So that's how I've been adorned with. The three are beautiful. The three children, your children are beautiful. I never had. I didn't know this is what I was getting into, and this is what was to expect.
Yeah.
I know. I was assured. The Holy Spirit allowed me to be assured when I was starting.
Yeah.
That I'm in the right direction. I remember by how I met Joy the first time and Jay the first time, and they were the thing that moved me. I remember Joy the first time told me, "Can I sing for your song?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, this girl wants to sing for me a song." And she started singing, and I thought I've never heard this song before, and I was like, okay, what's happening? I'm waiting for you, for the mom. I'm waiting for you to join in or something. And you're not joining in. You're also listening. And I'm listening. She's just going on and going. And then I'm realizing, oh, she's creating a song. She's composing on
On the go.
on the go.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And then it's prophetic.
Yeah.
I mean, she sang and sang. I wish you recorded her. But you, I think you knew her. You got your released to that so much, yeah.
Yes, she sings like that. She composes on the go.
And then I remember that's when now though, because I remember my talk with God when I was prayerful. I was in prayer during that period of searching. Was some things like I'd hear in my spirit that God is jealous of the womb that I shall marry.
Yeah.
Especially that word. He's jealous of the womb I shall marry. And I was like, does it mean that God, you want to give me more children by my own flesh? Do you want me to start nursing children? I didn't get it. Until when I met now Joy and Jay, and I was like, now God opened up my mind to remember that thought, that space word into my spirit, and told me this is what I was telling you. This is the womb, the fruit of the womb. I was jealous of. Wow. So I had peace.
You had peace.
I had peace in that direction. Don't remember. I was still, like how you still trying to wonder, am I had right?
Yeah.
Until I met, so Pole too, I met my
three wise men.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a video we did what we're talking about, the three wise men. Go and look for it. Go and look for our very first videos and you will see how the journey began. There's a time I told you, you know what? I don't want this. You know? And I actually left the relationship while we were still dating, and it was bad. So let me tell you how it started. So we had an issue. We had, I don't know, you told me something that I didn't like. We were actually, I thought about it the other day.
Yeah.
We were talking about plans.
Yes.
How are we going to be making money? You know, at that time, I don't even think you had a job.
No, I was not working.
You didn't have a job. I had a plan to resign.
Yeah.
And I had told you that I'm going to resign coming here.
Yeah.
And I want to go and start, restart ministry. Yeah. And I want to focus on music, on my children. I had just decided that I'm going to, resign from my work, and I'm going to focus on these things. And I told you, I even showed you my plans.
Yes.
Written down everything to the letter. So we're talking, and we come up with ideas. How about a lotion business? We can manufacture lotion. Yeah. We can manufacture this and that. Yeah. We were talking about these ideas. And then, one day...
The same morning, not one
the same... Oh, yes, in the week. We talked, that talk we had the whole night.
Yeah, it went on and on.
Until 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then, in the morning, we're talking again on the phone.
Yeah. And
then you're like, you know what? I don't even think that business can work. You counted everything we had talked about.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, I spent the whole night with you. We were talking, the two of us were talking. And now here, one statement you made, you said, it's even you who was doing all the talking. You put it like everything was my idea.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, you were.
Yeah, like it's just I'm the only one who was talking the whole night. But clearly it wasn't. We were talking. It was me and you talking. So I got upset, and I was like, you know what? If we cannot agree on this, on how we're going to start a business together. By the way, we don't even have a business together.
Yeah,
if we cannot agree, then this is not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I just got upset and I said, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And I broke up with you. I told you I want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
I boarded a flight and I left the relationship.
Yeah.
I went and landed into the other side.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was absolutely
I
nothing.
thought you had overreacted. I thought I didn't get
Oh my
it.
God.
I
You
didn't
didn't
get
get
it. I didn't. To date, I don't get it.
It's
a
important that we make a decision
Yeah.
together. We talk together and let's both decide it's not going to work. But the way you put it, that yeah, me and you.
Both. One can say.
Yes, one can decide. But I think that the thing that upset me was you said that I was doing all the talking.
Yeah, like I put it on.
You
all
put everything on me.
You.
So I felt, hey, that's a massive red flag.
Yeah.
I don't want this. I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah.
That's how can you?
But you see, at the moment, what I was feeling for you, and I think just for me, I thought for us to move forward, and even on the point you were on, that was not a thing for me. That was really, I mean, I felt more than our plans.
No, for me they mattered. You know, I'm a planner. I like to think through things.
You know that I didn't know.
Yeah, that you didn't know. Yes, I like to. Yeah.
For me, that was what was informing me. I was thinking, man, I thought we had something going on here more than plannings. Yeah. Can we start something? Can we just get into it? Then we start now moving on to be.
No, I needed a picture of how it's going to look like.
Yeah.
I needed to know that we can sit down and make a decision together, think through things together, decide together. And so I was very upset. I was like, I'm not doing this, and so I left.
So now you didn't sit me down and tell me now this. You know how you decide and you say he'll figure out. So now you don't tell me that this. I expected this, you missed here and here and here. Now, going forward.
But you didn't do that.
Take time out.
You didn't do that. You just came on to me and said, I'm thinking, this lotion thing, it can't work. There are many people, other companies, competitors will come and buy all our products. And then they will go and toss them. And then we will think we are selling. Kumbe it's our competitor who has brought all our products. And then the supermarket refuses to. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
I went to share.
Like,
okay, you see, I have a good friend of mine. Probably, yeah, you brushed shoulders with him once in a while. He's an entrepreneur guy. He's very entrepreneurial. And he's the guy who gave me put those things in my head.
Exactly. And I was like, where was he at 2 a.m. in the morning when we were having this discussion?
He told me, lotion, you'll get the big sharks in the industry.
How did those sharks become sharks? We can also become sharks. I was like, man, I cannot make a decision with this guy. I don't want it.
Yeah, so he really worked on me, and I was like, oh, okay. So there's that competition part which you didn't consider.
You should have brought it out and said, hey, by the way, there's this other part. I've talked to this guy. Well, what do you think? But you had already made up your mind in the morning. And then let's move on because we have many lessons to share. Yeah. So then it was December.
No, that
time. It was. I want to talk about how we got back together.
Yeah.
So this was December when this is happening.
Yeah.
Then me, have left.
Yeah.
I'm left.
Not taking my calls.
I'm not taking your calls. You're texting me.
Long texts. Did you consider to keep those texts to date? You have them, eh?
I have them.
Long texts.
Yeah, they were long texts.
I'll
tell you. Go to those people. Let them.
They finally come and tell you. Somebody told me. Oh, yeah.
You told me.
Oh yeah, you seen it, yeah. So you're telling me back.
I'm like, if we can't talk and make a decision, it's better just go.
You used to write back.
I wrote one message back. I wrote one message back. I told you, listen, if we cannot sit down and talk and make a decision together, if you have to involve other people into our decisions and they're changing your mind, then go to those people. I don't want it. I don't want this. Go to those go to those people. And then now it's December. And then I stopped answering your calls, stopped responding to your text messages, your WhatsApp messages. I'm not responding. I'll just look at my phone. I'm like, I don't want. Say tacky. And then time goes, the calls start reducing. And I'm like,
my brother can only be there until.
No, you keep trying.
No, my brother cannot keep doing the same thing all the time, expecting different results.
You expect, because if you love me, you pursue.
But my brother is being told rightly.
So you pursue kabisa. So now
I knew you. I think probably just had peace in me. Even in that moment, nothing. I didn't get to a place of panic. No, I said okay. So I see it's ceremony day. It's festival time.
Yeah.
Why don't I mean, we need now. That has to now rob me of my festivity.
Me, I wanted your world to stop.
I did not stop.
I wanted you to stop everything. Like, I wanted you to call an emergency meeting within yourself and decide my life has stopped right now because this girl that I love has left me. I wanted you to lock yourself in the room.
You know, I've been a bachelor for some time, and now I'm saying, okay. And then I have Christmas, I have family.
I'm imagining you're in a family gathering. How?
No,
I just broke up with you.
Should they start seeing a guy who's the other side, my side, people start looking at me and saying, what's wrong with this guy?
I wanted something to be wrong with you because there was something wrong. So now I'm like, this guy's not calling anymore.
Yeah.
He's not texting. You know how many times I picked up my phone to call you?
I love that.
I picked up but my finger refused to press call.
I was like,
yeah. I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna call. Let him call me. He's the one who made this mistake. And then, surprise, 25th December. I'm there waiting, thinking now today, I'm gonna get a Merry Christmas.
Did you not?
No!
Come on.
You did not tell me, Merry. You did not tell me, man. I was so surprised.
I remember, and that's the time you told me about you told me a lot about your life and how you dated other people, and the same time I remember the story which you gave me about some guy who was, what was happening? Was he too much on you, or what was happening to that guy who was?
Yeah, too much. Calling, texting. He wants me to stop everything to answer a text.
Now you see, now you have that information.
But you're not that guy.
No. I cannot repeat a mistake that done by a fellow colleague.
No, don't use other people's notes.
No, it becomes smarter.
I wanted you to
Through this desperation.
Come on. And so I'm sitting there waiting for you to tell me Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Hey, but I think even me, okay, let me know, I'll not lie to you. It hurt me.
Which part?
That just incident has decided for you to bolt.
But did you get me? Did you understand where I was coming from?
I've also seen why it's been such a big deal. I mean, people plan and they break it every other time.
Yes, but the how matters.
The how matters?
Yes. You don't come tell me that, I had a talk with this guy and he's telling me, and so I have this. No, you don't do that.
But do you know people revisit again?
I know.
Yeah.
But it's the how. So what I'm saying is, you should have said, I've sat with this guy. But then, did you even talk about marketing? Can we look into this? This is what he's saying. What can we do different if we still have to go with this idea?
So you see, we grow. So
now
we can talk that.
Now we can talk that. By that time, where did I finish my story? So 25th, you don't text, you don't call. I'm there staring at my phone. I even put my volume at 200%. Nothing.
Just in case.
I even take my phone to the toilet. Yes. Nothing. I'm like, maybe he's busy. Very, very busy.
But you see,
he forgot his charger in Nairobi. If he got
okay, now this is a scenario. You in the bush. Remember, Tawi is in the bush.
Yeah.
You have a handful of people in the same workplace. So things has relatively been slowed down. So inequally, things have been slowed down. You can only see this is your fellow worker, and in the next 30 minutes it's only him you will see. If somebody else will come, it's just to come and report something in your office and leave. And that was your life. And this is Christmas. So you can imagine how lonely you are.
Of course I was lonely. This was a new thing. Lonely. It was new love. Yeah, and now I have walked out and I'm missing. I want to go back, but I don't know how to. There's this routine in my workplace and I don't like it. And so yes, I was missing the company and missing the talks and and
it was a new thing.
And it was a new thing and it was exciting and I was falling in love with him. And here we are, and so the feelings were magnified.
So maybe for me, 25th went so fast. I had no idea.
For me, it was slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
to say.
Very
slow. So, and now, come 26, I'm thinking, because you were very busy yesterday, and you had forgotten your charger, you've been able... Now your phone is working, you're okay. Yeah. And the thing with you don't post anything, so I can't even tell. You're not active on Facebook.
Yeah.
On status, so I have no way of tracing you. I can't trace you.
At your gaze, Manjuka in there.
I have no idea what's happening. I can't. So then, 26, I'm thinking, so he's recovered from the terrible thing that kept him away from me yesterday. So what he's going to do today, he's gonna send me a text and say, Happy Boxing Day. Nothing. And I'm like, guy. So now this is bigger than I thought. You know what's coming? My birthday. My birthday is on 31st December. So I'm like, wait.
You're lucky.
He didn't tell me Merry Christmas. He didn't tell me Happy Boxing Day. He didn't even send me those virtual cards. What Alakutumianga, Brian sent you. No, he didn't send me a Father Christmas. He didn't send me nothing. You didn't forward a Christmas tree, zero. So I'm like, man, this hurts. This hurts. And I'm not gonna walk with this pain to my birthday. So I'm sitting there looking at my birthday like this. It's in 4 days. And like, man, if this guy doesn't text me, if he does not call me, I'm not crossing the year like this. 31st comes. In the morning. You know, you tell somebody happy birthday in the morning. Nothing.
No, see, I remember that.
I'm the one who called you.
No, I was not telling you about this. I remember I was somewhere where there were fireworks.
I am the one who called you at night.
Yes.
I waited the whole day. So at night, I'm like, hii mwaka siwezi vuka kesho. Haiwezi. So at night, at 11 p.m. At the brink of...
Let's cross this year.
No, and you can't cross here like this. So may I call you?
Hey, sorry, baby.
Hey, Happy New Year. And like, this guy is happy. Fireworks. Hey! You're like, wait, what? I wanted to find you in bed. Crying. Because I was trying to...
No way.
That was what I wanted. I wanted you to hug.
to hurt and be someone who is critical.
Yes.
I could not.
I wanted to know you when you were wheeled
to that fireworks.
to the emergency.
To the emergency.
Because your heart broken.
Yeah, you know it.
You're there enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Kumbe even 25th December you had gone on a holiday.
Totally.
You went to Mombasa.
I can't remember.
Where did you go with your family? You went somewhere.
I don't remember.
Can't remember, but that 31st, you were somewhere, still there's fireworks, you were enjoying,
Yeah.
shouting, yay! And I'm like, no, this. Maybe I'm the one who has a problem. And that's how we started talking. I think that was our first big one.
Yeah.
And so now we are married.
Yeah.
What has been your greatest joy?
Yeah, I think I noticed that you enjoy. You're somebody who actually thrives so well in conversations. Yeah. So when you tell me, and I'm learning, I'm not yet perfect, I'm not yet there yet, but when you tell me, please, we need to have set me a time. Give me set a time part aside for me to talk. We just talk, and I'm like, okay. First time I remember, I used to think, okay, so you're saying you want us to talk. Then when I say let's start talking, I don't find that it was something you had planned, that you have so at the agenda 1, 2, 3, 4, which could have been easy because it's. I mean, because you talking and then I'm seeing the direction.
Your idea was like a meeting.
Yeah, like a meeting, yes.
Like someone taking minutes.
Yes. So I was sure every time you say set aside time to talk, this must be an agenda. Until when we start talking, and then I find myself I'm dozing because now I'm wondering, okay, this was a talk. It's casual things. It's just life. It's just us and just what is. And it could be the talk has started. Me, I'm thinking, okay, there's something still coming. I remember the first time I used to get mad. I'm dozing off. But I really enjoyed it now when I know we're going to talk. And now I even picked up now for myself. I get to know that it's a place where it's conversational. And it's you have a lot to say, and not necessarily planned, but our life has a lot to talk about. Do you know? It's interesting that even if we are friends and we are friends that are supposed to just be sitting and just be looking at each other, just be friends who are just companions who are just. Posing and just looking at each other. When you step out of that scenario of posing and just looking at each other, and you step out of it and look into it, there's so much to talk about it.
Yeah.
There's so much to put in words.
Yeah.
I noticed life is doing this. The life living, just doing the life, and there's a theory to it. There's a narrative to it.
Mm-hmm.
This how did you wake up this morning? So you left. Okay, you've left. So you've dressed up and left. That period of that dressing up and leaving is like there's a script.
Yeah, and I have my perspective and you have yours.
Yes, and
that's the point.
That's the point.
The point of this, what you're saying is that we have two narratives.
Yes.
You woke up and left.
Yes,
but I saw something else.
You saw something else.
I saw you waking up and leaving without kissing me.
Yeah. And then you told me
you were like, see, you told her. You were like, and then you're like,
I love that when I pass you and I'm going to the door and I see you've done this, and it's like you settled. It's like, what happened? So then I realized, she experiences. Then I come back. I've learned.
You've learned. That's the thing that I am living my life.
Yeah.
In this house.
Mm.
You are living your life here.
Yeah.
And we are living our lives together, and we are married to each other, committed to each other. There is how you're living your life and how I am living mine, and we're living life together. And how you live yours affects me.
Yes.
How I live my life affects you.
Me,
So, and that's where the talking comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it comes in.
Yeah.
So because I think I absorb information through seeing, through, saying, I'll pick something you've seen and I'll be like, we need to talk about that.
That's an agenda.
That's an agenda.
Yeah. That time I'm cool and my day is just going on and I said something that I don't remember what I said. Yeah. So now the thing is, now I've learned that these conversations and these moments of let's have a talk should happen more often. You can't wait 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Now you'll have some will be overtaken with the event, some will be be forgotten, and even if it's forgotten, others will, some may not forget it and maybe they're carrying some things from the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm realizing it's something that should be periodic. It should be planned.
Yeah.
Should be given priority. And you guys, I think you and I always notice you love those times.
Yeah, because I empty myself, and when I empty myself, when I talk about what is in my mind, I'm able to love more.
Yeah.
Not love more, but be able to easily express.
The love.
Yeah, express the love. Because when I feel like there are some things in my heart or mind that I have not shared, then I feel like I cannot express fully. I cannot fully express love because there's a barrier. Yeah, there's something in between this.
It has not been handled.
Yes. And I don't want to pretend.
Yes. That's it.
Yeah. I don't want to pretend. And hey, it's doing it and there's an issue.
Yeah.
So I will just, back off.
Yeah.
And I will,
I think I didn't know that was so much intense until, even when I was listening to, as I was preparing for marriage and all that, and I was listening to GB Evans, and he'd say that there's a day he says, there are days in their calendar. So they say Mondays for this, Tuesdays for this, but Wednesday is your day. You talk. It's your day. It's a current day for her to talk. Just talk, and he's learned so well that he's present when she's talking. She'll talk a lot of things, but he'll be present. So that means keeping away from TVs off, phones are off, and I didn't know that was that. That was what you're talking about. I didn't know that was the importance that you carry on that in that moment of coming have a talk. I didn't know that was what he was talking about. Until now I'm starting now to understand, because when you start talking, I feel like even the last time we had just a good talk, it was not actually okay. The first thing is not that we're talking to handle a crisis.
Yeah.
Not that we are solving. Not that there are no problems.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
It's just to hear you.
Yeah.
You just need to.
It doesn't always have to be we're sitting down to solve a problem.
Yeah.
But if there's a matter now we need to resolve.
Yeah.
No, it's just talk, empty your mind.
Yeah.
What's happening? How are you doing? What's happening? What's up? Yeah. It's a what's up moment.
It's a what's up moment.
Yeah.
Some guys we might think it's a time where you are the man is ready to. As guys who have been listening to videos and you're like, okay, so number one, let me be ready with my sorries.
Yes.
Let me ready.
I'm ready to apologize.
Throw my sorries.
Yeah.
Partners, it's not about. Sometimes even if there's conflict, sometimes you don't have to be sorry.
Yes.
You just have to see. You just have to express yourself. Let them see your side. Then you guys will be like, so now what do we do next? It's better than surrendering. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that the conversation ends.
Yes. So me, I'm not big on stories.
Yeah.
They don't impress me.
Yeah.
They don't impress me. I don't even demand. Have I ever told you you've not told me sorry? Me, I require understanding.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you understand? Yeah. Did you understand where I'm coming from? Do you hear? Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Once that is done, then I know you're sorry.
Yeah.
Because sorry would mean that I will not do that again.
Yes.
Sorry would mean I'll do better.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Yes.
But the word sorry itself, for me, doesn't cut it. It's nothing.
We listen to videos with number one is sorry. What can I do better? You know that the
I'm sorry, you're right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
I was wrong.
What can I do better next time? I mean, and it's normally, the problem is, yes, it's okay to have those words, but first of all, be in the same wavelength.
Yes.
Don't use it as a means of trying to gain points. And that's what we normally do. Actually, those videos are funny because they tell you to earn points.
Yeah, and points for girls. You do what? You know, you earn cookie points.
Yeah.
No, you don't answer. There shouldn't be, because it's not a performance-based relationship.
It's a walk of life.
Yeah, it's a walk of life. We're working. Yeah. We're working and doing life together.
Life. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing your life.
I need to know who you can. What makes you tick? What drives you? What is your train of thoughts? Why did you think to end up in that position in the first place? You must say, start looking for points and just say now, okay, when you start, I'm seeing you're a little bit upset. I just go back to say, I'm sorry. What can I do? And then you're like, okay, you not have exhausted what your feelings are.
Yeah.
And for me, that will be actually it's shortchanging me, because I'm not going to know what took you to that position.
Yeah. So I'm denying you growth.
Yeah,
we're denying each other
growth. We're not growing.
Yeah. So growth is in understanding the perspective of the other person. Where are they coming from?
Yeah.
What do they mean? What were their expectations?
Sure.
Because you can't be hurt if you didn't have an expectation.
Sure.
Yeah, so I expected you to treat me this way. I expected you to do this, and you did not. Was that expectation communicated? Did you know this is what I was expecting? Then if you did not know, then why would you be sorry? You get? So it's understanding this was my expectation. Yes, I didn't communicate, but I expected, there are those expectations. I expected you as a husband to think, and to know and to realize, but no, it's, there's no injection at after harusi mtu anaendanga anadungwa, so you have now become a husband. You will automatically think these thoughts. No, it's a learning process. Now, you're married to me. How is it being married to you?
Man, I've had a roller coaster of time. You're easy, baby. You're not complicated. I love it. I love it when I know that all may not be well. There could be something I've stepped out of line, but I'm not getting to a place where I'll be condemned. I feel awful, and I feel, what did I just do? Because you don't get to that point where you condemn a person. You don't get to that point where you put it all on me and I outrightly get the wrath. You're not a wrathful person. I love that about you, that I can still come home, even if I'm feeling, when I learned that something I was not completely 100%, there still be a place where I'm given an opportunity to live in that space. You always see. I've noticed that you can always see there must be something I can explain about it. Either it is something I can give an answer to, rather explain through what happened, because number one, I like it that you not let it go, not let it pass away. I'll notice I've done, maybe there's something wrong I've done, so I'll know I have to catch up. And for me to do that, let me first of all recollect myself. And you don't make it hard for me to do that, because number one, it's not a matter of, you're not fighting me. I've noticed interesting things about you. even in that moment, you'll still serve me. You'll still. So I'm the one who always ask myself within myself, man, I didn't deserve that. Like, I didn't deserve that. But you still go ahead and you do it. Until now, I feel, yes, please tell me. Please tell me. No, you can't, this kind of go much further. Please tell me when you're happy. Well, I don't need this to be right. Because I want us to go back to. Because I feel it's now it has become, it's like now me in the because I'm not made it's me just wrong myself. So I want to get back to the original place where we were, because now I feel so much. I say, okay, now I mean, she didn't deserve it. Even if it was me, I wouldn't deserve it. So you're not, and I like it because it comes just. It's not a place where you put that these are rules, that you even slam the doors, and the people who are there's a place where you are comfortable in just being you. You don't, and again I see you when you go pray, and I mean you take time and take your Bibles. You're not offended. You don't take offense. Yes, it's offensive, yes, but you don't take offense. You work through it, even in your own. So I find you're easy. I find you're accommodative. You're ready to, even in my own flaws, you still want this to work. I've never seen you like. You always tell me there are people who are in a relationship but they already shift out.
Yeah, they're living together but they're not
they're already,
together.
They're already
left.
Yeah. So I always feel your presence, even in times when I'm misbehaving, and I love it because now you make it easy for me to come back and look for you. Yeah. So yeah, I love it.
Oh, awesome. How it is to live with you. Living with you is easy because you are easy also. You don't shout. You don't to the children sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes.
When there's a call for it.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah. You're not chaotic. Like it's not apart from how you leave your clothes out sometimes.
No way.
Yeah, like just you just put them there. Right. Sometimes when you're taking out your t-shirt, you don't pick it nicely. If you're taking the one at the bottom, you're like kila kitu nasambaratika. I mean, there are those small things which I just look at them like it would have been so easy if you just picked up the first stack, pick your t-shirt, and return the other stack. Instead of, you're pulling the one at the center and everything falls apart. My small brother Jeff should listen to this podcast. I was with him COVID time. I remember I moved into his house. I just closed my house. I didn't move. I didn't move or move my things. Just closed my house and I went to stay just because of company. My kid brother has been to boarding school from class 4 or 5. So he's seriously organized. I mean, I've never seen such a guy. Everything is folded. How do you fold everything like that? He said he didn't want to live with me. Because of that. There are people who can't, you need to, I'm arranging your clothes, I'm folding them, but I do not like folding clothes. Yeah, I do not like arranging the closet. So if it's arranged, let's try and maintain that. Yeah. Because if we disarrange, it's going to take a lot of motivation to go back there and arrange it. Yeah, it would, even my own. Like I try my best to think, I actually think of what I'm going to wear the next day. I think about it today. So that when tomorrow I even get it out today, I think about it first before I go to the closet. I'm like, so I think about it. So that when I go there, I'm just going to pick. Because if I start removing and trying, that closet will be messed for, and it will take me so long. It will take a lot of pushing myself to arrange it. It's not fun. I don't like it. So anyway, so yes, apart from that, it's very easy to live with you. You are agreeable. It's easy to, I mean, when I tell you, can we talk? Well, sometimes like earlier when we were early in marriage, it was hard for us to get a deal.
Yeah, I need to talk.
And you were like, can't we talk like when we're eating or when we're...
Yes,
no.
it means you're talking.
No, I'm like, no, talk. And I knew you were not, you're not getting me. You're not seeing the importance. For me, I mean, just creating that time for us to just talk. Sometimes it's just about areas of growth. Areas that I need you to help me grow in. And areas I think if you grew in, it would complement to how we do things.
Okay.
So that's because I observe and absorb and get ideas, and I'm like, I want to share this. But I don't like important things. I don't like doing them randomly. I don't like random. I like, okay, can we talk about it?
That's really structured.
Yeah, I like that. So when you create that time to just listen to me, even if in 2 weeks you forget what we were talking about, that's okay for me because you give me time. You give me room. You saw me. I feel seen. I feel heard. I feel loved, and I feel important when you create and you allow those moments to be.
I love that message you sent. I felt seen. Hey?
I told you I felt seen. When was it? When we had that talk about?
Last talk,
Yes. I felt seen. Because actually the last talk there were deep things. Because some things had happened that made me not feel so good about you. And I told you that this thing that happened, it didn't make me feel. And actually it was a revisit of some issues that we had talked about, but I felt like we had not fully gone into the depths of it. And I felt so good because like even when I was bringing up those issues, to some extent they were accusatory. Like I was accusing you. I was accusing you of hurting me. I was accusing you of hurting me and not seeing me. But how that whole, if somebody was listening from outside, would be like, how come no one is throwing pans in that house, But it was very calm, and that, I think that day was a big breakthrough for me because I felt I can tell you anything.
Because I thought when even as you started talking, I thought, number one, I said, this must be important. And remember when you're telling me you still have something to tell me, and I was like, okay, I'll give you, we'll plan for tomorrow. Then I went out, I think I went to the shops, then I was like, in the shops I was like, well, come on guy, don't you think what she has something important to tell you, what she has to say is important?
Because you had told me you'll create time next week.
I might just keep.
And I'm like, man, I'll not push it. I'll wait. But I didn't like it. I didn't like that you told me I'll have to wait. And we're living together, but I have to wait till next week for us to have a talk. And so when you came back and told me,
let's do it.
Yeah, we can talk. I was like, wow.
So when this is the mind that came with, this must be important. And when you started talking and you hit, the first expression is said, remember it was something we had handled, just as saying, but it was well handled.
Yes.
So I was like, oh yeah, I need to hear this, and I need to be ready. They need to know what exactly she's going to say. And when you started talking, I came on your side, and I was like, it's right to see it that way. she's not wrong. It's right for her to see it that way. And so I picked it up from there. I was like, yeah, I think, yeah, yes, what you're saying must be true. And I was picking it up so well. And that's why I don't think we had that time of, we just got into one boat and you sailed. And they sailed and the boat sailed.
Yeah, it was. I think that's one of the things that I love about you, is that I can come and tell you something of that magnitude, and you're still listening. Like, you're not like, what? So you're saying, you're saying that you're feeling different about me right now because of that. Just taking it out of proportion is that you hear me. You hear from, and I think I've also learned how to communicate better. Even though what I'm saying is accusatory,
I didn't feel it.
You didn't feel like I'm accusing, because I'm communicating what I am feeling. Because I feel, or I felt like when you did that thing, this is like you were not seeing me, I was not being respected, and all those things. And when we talked about it, though I was accusing you, you didn't take it as an accusation. You take it as I'm communicating my feelings.
Yes.
I'm communicating my feelings.
Something which I learned from even as Jimmy Evans would talk and say, the first thing is normally that you're in the same team.
Yeah.
In the same team. You're so you're not everyone must have this. You have to have this. It has to work for you guys because you're in the same team. So it allows you to just, even if you have you think you have a point, and you think you can throw it now in this conversation just now, so that you feel that you have protected you've held your fort, that you've held your wall and it's still intact. Sometimes it's good to let the other one come over your side. Let them clear the wall. Let them know that they can come. He says something good, which means something like that. That the two of us is a safe zone.
Yeah.
You can criticize. You're allowed to criticize, and no one will judge you. No one will take that what you're talking about and use it later. You're in a safe zone. So it allows you to know. Then, as you're saying, you felt safe. You can always talk again and again and again. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Because if I was there to wait and to scare, let me hear what she has to say, and I'm ready with my punches. I'm here.
Ready for war.
I mean that will end up so badly, and you not even look for up to the next conversation, and the conversation will never end. They'll still be there. They'll still be need to be talked. So you'll always be asking yourself, "Am I safe?" And that's how what you find people now have somebody can be calling elsewhere. You can have people get, what do you call them? People now an emotional something somewhere.
Yeah, true. Somebody else somewhere.
You can always be calling and just run and just speak and But that allowing you to have a safe place, that Jimmy really helped. He talks about a lot in marriage today, where your spouse, this is a safe zone. Anyone can criticize and not be judged.
Wow, awesome. Another thing I love about you and us is that you have made it very easy to parent the children.
Oh yeah, thank goodness, people.
Yes, you have made it very easy, and even your being so easy, I think, is one of the things that is one of the reasons God is blessing you.
Amen. You're saying this thing with baby, and I'm like, okay, hey, okay. There's always that part of you think. I always know I can do better. I always know. Every time something, I have to talk to the children, and I have to, even sometimes I have to put them, reprimand them or something. I still feel there's something better I would have done. And it's in that moment when you're doing it and then you know there's something better you could have done, is that you're learning. If you do anything and you feel that was the best you have done, you're not ready to learn.
Yeah.
If you can be a place where you do something and you feel you still have room, or rather you feel you should have done better, then you have room for growth. So yes, even as he's saying that, I still feel, sometimes I miss it in one way. But I like it because what has happened between me and you is that we have become a team.
Yes.
Yeah, the children know that accept my mama. They know you like mom. I remember Jay always tells me that you always think like mom, and whatever you tell them, even if they come around me, they'll find out say the same thing.
Yeah.
And so that's why I love. Yeah, that's where my inspiration comes from. But I'm not chasing wild. What do I call it? Abuse.
Yeah.
That I can be saying this and you're saying opposite.
Yes.
That would be very dangerous.
True.
Another to even blending, yeah?
Yeah.
Blending is interesting. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Blending is interesting because blending now means there are children who might think mommy is the one who's on their side, and some children may think dad is the one who's on their side because of the blending part.
Yeah.
But now when they know,
So I was looking at you the other day, just doing homework with them, and I was just falling in love again. And I thought about families who are karibuni blush. Families ambao zina blendi familia zao. The couples who are blending their families.
yeah.
I was thinking about them, and as I was looking at you, I was thinking about myself, thinking, if God did not shape me the further I've come, I don't know what if we didn't agree on how to raise the children. It would even affect our relationship.
It must, of course.
Yeah, it would affect. And I was thinking about a woman out there who has children and is thinking, my first marriage did not work, or my relationships did not work, and now I'm raising these children by myself. I need help. She's crying out for help within. And even when I come to talk to single mothers, I talk about this and I say, you're crying out for help, but are you ready to receive that help?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready to trust somebody else?
Yeah.
Sometimes I leave you here. I'm like, bro,
oh, yeah.
You do the homework, take the children to sleep, I'm out of here. I'm gone. And I remember the other day, you're like, hey, babe, who don't get your brother, we are parents. It's me and you. Akunati Sazile, it's you. I've left you to handle them for 2 days. You're now realizing, she's not here. Where is she? She's left me to do this. Yeah, you're going to do it because we are partners. So are you, as you're looking to get remarried, as you're looking to get into another relationship, are you ready to trust somebody else with your children? It's risky. It is actually.
It's risky. Yeah?
Yes. Especially when there's a girl in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, even a boy in the house. It's risky. You
don't know who is this person.
You don't know. Yes, because it's a stranger, a 40-year-old stranger, or a whatever age stranger you brought into your lives, and you'd be asking yourself, am I willing to trust this man with my children? I go away for an entire week, and I come. I don't. Sometimes I don't even call at night. I don't call. I know you're handling everything. So that's the thing, is that I can trust you.
The children are beautiful.
Yeah.
I've realized none of our children is spoiled.
True.
None of them. These are people you'll tell to go shower. Even if they'll tell you, you don't go to, let me finish here. No, I've said go shower. No, daddy, no. Immediately they go shower.
Yeah.
Then you don't have a days that you'll go and say tonight, today I had a bad day with these children. None of them is spoiled. It's bedtime, give me the gadgets. And it's a Saturday. It's not it's a Friday. Not tomorrow is school.
Yeah.
But the other thing is
they know there's no TV during the week. They know you can't get your phone during the week.
Yeah.
They know what time you're supposed to go to bed. So
even on a Friday.
Even on a Friday.
Yeah, gadgets time. Give you gadgets. Time for sleep now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to come from me.
Yeah.
Like you do it, it's still going to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like I can trust you. You've made it very easy for us to raise the children. And I can say that everything I prayed for when I was praying for God to send me somebody to do life with, like he packaged my answers in you. Yeah. Like I cannot lie and say that there's something lacking. Yeah, I would be lying to say that, but you've been very supportive, even supporting my ministry, allowing me to, just step aside from bringing an active income. At the moment, you're just handling everything. Sometimes I'm looking at you and I'm like, God,
and I know you look.
God, help this my mind.
That's a bit about it. I know I love you because I know you're not ignorant.
Yeah.
You see it and you see it, and then you have you know how it is to raise children, a family.
Yeah.
When did you start working? I mean, you've been working all your life.
All my life, yeah.
So you're not lazy.
Even now that I'm not bringing an income, it's not like I'm not doing something. I'm doing something towards that because I'm niko kwa career change. I'm changing my career. So even when I say I go to school. So I'm schooling, I'm still continuing. Next year it's gonna be another 2 years until I get my license. And so it's still a journey and you're patient.
I think people should listen to what Pastor Benjamin says.
Yeah.
That work is interesting. Not because you're not employed, you cannot be saying you're not working. We should know I wake up at 7. And when I wake up at 7, I have my breakfast, and then from there I take up you can even start at 5 to 5 moment for yourself.
Yeah.
8 a.m. then I start take my Bible, you do anything just to get involved. And at 10 I'll leave for either go visit with some sick people. I mean, give yourself a schedule 8 to 5 and do it consistently. That even if those people are in the house with you, they'll notice you're working.
Yes. And that's it for me. It's not like you can't just call me and say, hey, Nyaje.
I've always been asking you, what are you doing now? I'll know. For sure I'll know, and you'll tell me you're doing something. Yeah. And especially your editings, it's very key. Yeah. That's what and when he said that, I said, okay. And he said he leave that after he left his employment. He leaves that. And that's why the Bible says you don't work. So you kick your blanket all the way back at midday.
What? But you don't have a job.
You don't have a job at midday, mdomeamuka.
Are you working towards something? You can't be just idling, saying that you don't have something to do. There's always a lot to do. We need to come to a wrap.
Right.
So now, the highlight. What has been the highlight of our relationship?
Companion. We always thought about companionship.
Yeah.
My thought was always getting married. Not procreation. Procreation is. We'll get there. I hope we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Productivity. Okay. When women God was saying, go multiply.
Yeah.
Yes, he was talking about to fill the earth because the earth was only 2 people. But you multiply in many ways. Yeah. Not just children. And so that I've noticed we've done that. Yeah. We've multiplied even in our understanding, our knowledge, and our growth. We've moved from level to level. We're not stuck.
Yes.
I thank God that even now that we have tenants upstairs, we think about them. They're part of our journey. Yeah. So I think that companionship answered a lot, and I'm seeing it every day. Highlight companionship, very beautiful. Yeah. So for me, companionship. What else do you think?
For me, it's that in you, I have a friend. And
yes.
I'm very protective of that part.
Yes, you are, baby.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, I'm
you
protective of that part. Like, I don't want to lose, my friend. And you will hear me in my talks sometimes saying, "Where's my friend? What's
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
so you're
You're
busy. I
the
don't
place
have
I
a
was
friend."
lost. Yeah, the
Yeah.
place I was away.
Yeah.
I was in that front.
Yes. So I like to bring
Have I
my
lost my friend? That
Yeah.
question they asked me.
Yeah, have I lost my friend? Where is my friend? I miss my friend. Having a friend I can kiss.
Yeah.
A friend a friend that we can, be lovers.
Yes.
Yeah. So I try to remove this thing of, husband. It looks so scary sometimes. And so I just want to see you as my friend, a friend I live with, a friend we do life together. I have a friend, who satisfies all my desires.
Thank you, baby. I was wondering, my mind just flashed to then is the 2 years enough to have answered all this? What do you have ahead? To the many what, how many more? Because I was thinking, people might say, you just newly loved, you divided. That has a point, of course.
But it's not valid. Remember, there's that thing I was listening to yesterday, and somebody said they have been married 5 months and they are divorcing. They are at the verge of divorce.
Oh God.
5 months at the verge of divorce. So there's.
So in the
Yeah, it does. Even 1 week you will be able to say, "Man, I cannot live with this person." Yeah. So even 2 years, people will say that, oh, they're in their honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
Honeymoon is dating, my friends. Once you enter that door and close it, and you've been named man and wife by the person who joined you, that's it. The journey begins. It doesn't matter whether it's year 1, year 2. What matters is how did we do today?
Okay.
How did we do yesterday? So it's one day at a time. And yes, there's growth. There's a lot that I'm looking forward to in our future. I mean, I see a lot of growth, as you say, multiplication. I see a lot of growth in our church.
Yes.
I see us even opening new branches, sending out pastors. I'm seeing a lot of people coming to be trained. I'm seeing us, like I was telling you the other day, you're like, okay. I'm seeing us, I hope it won't be overwhelming. I was like, God is going to give us grace, because I see us helping couples who are merging. They've come from different marriages. They've started a new relationship into another marriage. How do they navigate? It's one of our calls, to help people who are trying again, starting again. Those singles who want to mingle again. Those who are, single with children, with baggages, with all these things. Co-parenting, issues with teenagers, all these things we will be able to work with couples, with the youth, even with children. And it's part of the course that I'm pursuing, even in psychology, so that we are able to be able to manage the things that God is bringing into our lives. So I see a lot of that going.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think the next 5, 3, 5, 6 will unveil the past? I mean, the baggages. We need to explode them out. They just pop out like a boom. And they're ticking bombs.
Based on how we've been taking it, handling the issues that we've been having, I don't see a bomb. Because the last conversation would have been a bomb, but it wasn't.
Thank you.
It wasn't, because it involved a lot. It was all round. But there was no bomb. We are able to, like how we've come up, we've been able to cultivate our relationship in a way that we can have a heated conversation. Calmly. We are talking. It's heated, it's tough, the atmosphere is tense. The information being shared is, painful, but we are tense. We are talking like two grown men. Yeah, like, like civilized people, like, I don't like what you did. It's like in a law court, nobody is shouting. Yeah, the lawyer brings out the evidence, says this is what happened, and everybody is listening. Okay, what does the constitution say? So I would say that there's a constitution
Exactly.
that governs
that's the
us.
thing I was thinking.
Yeah.
Are we guided?
We are guided, and I think our guide is the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
Because maybe we could kind of like, Holy Spirit,
Yes.
help me.
Totally guided.
Help
Totally
me.
guided.
Totally. Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
We are yielded.
Yes.
Yeah, we are yielded. That's I love about you. You are yielded. You are yielded. I'm not saying. Even I remember that time before that meeting. What was leading you to that allowed me to thrive in that meeting, that short conversation, is because I was seeing you in church and the Holy Spirit was telling me, do you know that is a help? Like, I am a help. Yes. So you are yielded.
Amen. Nearly one day at a time, like one Nico, like, God, I'm going to have a conversation with my husband. This and that happened. This is what I actually brief him before.
Okay.
I briefed the Holy Spirit before. I'm like, now you're gonna help me to talk. I want to talk like a person who knows what they're saying. I do not want to hurt you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do have a talk, and I ask the Lord to help me even choose words wisely when I'm talking to you.
I see it. Okay. Thank you so
Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary, baby!
We're going away!
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going away, and we will have a good time. Thank you for loving me.
Yeah,
And my mini-me's. And it's been awesome having you in my life.
Yes.
Looking forward to 1,000 years with you.
Love you, baby.
Yeah. Though we talk about death sometimes. We're like, what if I die?
Yeah,
What if you die? What will happen? Yeah. But you always say a wise man talks about death. But we're not talking about death because we are anticipating it.
No.
Yeah, we're going to live long.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love you so much.
Love you so much, baby. Yeah. Until Christ comes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, he takes us home.
Yes. Yeah. We will continue. We'll continue. And if there's anything that I don't do right, or if there's something you want me to improve, you're free to tell me.
I know that.
Yeah.
You've always been open, allowing me to that space. Yeah. And I love it because up to today, I don't know what to tell you about that area. I have nothing to say. God has just helped you. Yeah.
Amen. Hi people, wacha tuwachie hapo. Thank you for sticking on. Thank you for listening to our story. We thank God for the fact that we have come. And thank you. Actually, these guys have been with us throughout.
It's been a walk.
Yeah, it's been a walk.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we started our podcast 6 months in. 6 or
Earlier
than 6 months. We'll check. But we've done the podcast more than a year.
Yes.
More than a year and a half.
Yes.
Yeah, and so you've been here with us. So please share, subscribe, invite your friends. We're doing life for real.
Yes.
We're committed to one another, and all we want is the best for each other and also the best for you.
Yes.
So this is just, it's an open book, and this is also therapy for us when we come here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is how we talk even when we do our talks. We just come. We don't have a different tone in the bedroom.
No.
Apart from kama kuna kitu ingine inaendelea.
Oh baby, don't okay.
See
Baby.
But then we've never talked about sex here.
Yeah,
You're shy. You don't need to tell them how. So bye. Let's not spoil where we've left.
Okay, bye.
Bye people. Subscribe, share. God bless you. Thank you for sticking on. Kwaherini.
Bye.